Fade in on Harborvale, a sleepy town in coastal Maine. Its residents continually harrowed by an unyielding mist that intrudes from the Atlantic. And, much like the town, veiled by this persistent precipitation, its residents veil secrets of their own.
Secrets of an ancestral curse and the desire to embrace it.
Secrets of justice, distributed in the shadows.
Secrets of newfound duty and a life left behind.
Secrets of bestial instinct, clawing its way to the surface.
And as we cast our eyes towards these silent secrets, we shall delve even deeper into what truly transpires down by the bay. Welcome everyone to These Silent Secrets. My name is Nicole Tuttle-Robb, and I will be your MC for this game of Monster Hearts 2 by Avery Alder. Before we begin, a couple programming notes to go over. First and foremost, a special thanks to Chase Greenlee, the Ghostlight media producer, for all his work in helping getting this show started. And of course to my fantastic wife, Nicole Tuttle-Robb, for her work in composing our intro, as well as helping me cut together the final product, and drumming up all the social media buzz that I would assume got all of you listeners here. Be advised, this episode of These Silent Secrets depicts situations of underage drinking. We here are extremely excited to get this journey started with all of you. So, without further ado, attention class, as we jump in to this very first episode of These Silent Secrets down by the bay. We're in. Hey everybody, how are we doing?
We're good. Oh, pretty good.
Awesome. Well, hey, welcome listeners to the first episode of These Silent Secrets. This is an exciting day. Exciting day indeed. So, hi, my name is Nicole Tuttle-Robb. I am going to be the MC or the Master of Ceremonies for this here Monster Hearts 2 actual play podcast here on Ghostlight Media.
That was a lot of words to memorize.
3 people did air horns for that. I'm very proud of us.
Those weren't even memorized. Those are just off the cuff. But you know what? We're rolling with it. So I'm sitting here with 4 just beautiful people, and we're starting a whole ordeal today. So why don't we really quickly introduce my fantastic players? We'll talk about the game we're playing. We'll have them talk a little bit about their characters, and I think then it's just kind of time to dive in. So, yeah, real quick, I guess, using my screen, Nicole, why don't you kick us off?
Cool. Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole Tuttle-Robb, and what else was I supposed to say?
I mean, just introduce yourself, and we'll come back to characters after we explain what the hell we're playing.
Okay.
But
cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I just didn't want you guys to sit in awkward silence while I talked for a while. So,
well, hi everyone. My name is Nicole Tuttle-Robb, and that's it.
Cool. I mean, why don't we do pronouns as well? Zach Tuttle-Robb, he, him.
Nicole Tuttle-Robb, she, her.
Well, we move on to Marcus.
I'm Marcus Rosenberg. They, them.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
And then we got down here, we got Jason. Not Jason. That's your fucking character name.
That's
Damn.
my. Yeah.
I was looking at your character name. Hi, Freddie. My apologies.
Hi. It's Freddie versus Jason in all things.
Well, in our home game, we also play with a Jason.
Oh, yeah. Is his character named Freddie? Because that would be very funny.
That would be
for
very
me.
funny, but no.
Dang. Okay. You should tell me should rename the character. Anyway, my name is Freddie Powers. He, him. Spoiler alert, I'm playing a character named Jason.
Yeah, I kind of ruined it a little bit there. Sorry. And then last but not least, we got Mariah down there.
Hi, I'm Mariah, she, her.
This is great. So, for the uninitiated, we will be playing a game called Monster Hearts 2 by Avery Alder. This game, as we've described it, it's like CW. So if you've ever watched like Teen Wolf or The Vampire Diaries or Riverdale or well, it's not on CW, but the like Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, It's very that. So we will be playing. Well, I guess we will be playing pretty much high school students who've got some supernatural shit going on. I don't want to say monsters because not everyone's a monster, but they've got some supernatural shit going on. So it's a game just saturated with hormones and angst and whatever else comes. We'll see. We here have been utilizing the sort of player safety tools, the O card X, the O, X, and N cards. And so as we play through things, I'll be sure to give any sort of content warnings before the episodes start, just to let you know, hey, something that might be slightly triggering might be in this episode, just so that you're prepped for it, because I think that's a common, decent thing that people should do. When it comes to the mechanics of the game, I think we'll jump into those kind of as they come. I think that's the best way to do that. So as rolls come up, we'll explain sort of how they work. Yeah, so people are going to go around, they're going to introduce their characters and their skins. So skins would be like a class in D&D, they're the basic ones, so like the vampire, the werewolf, stuff like that. So everyone's got a skin, everyone's got their own sort of mythological history, and we shall explore those as the game goes on. So let's follow that same circle. Introduce your characters for me.
Okay, my turn, and I get to say more this time.
You get to say more this time.
Okay, so I'll be playing Avery Carlisle. And Avery uses she, her pronouns. And Avery is the Raven skin. The Raven is actually a homebrewed skin, so this is not one that came with like the pack of the game, Monster Hearts 2. So this is a homebrew, a fan skin for the game. We love you, Avery.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Notice us, senpai. Notice us.
Wow, my character... Listen, okay, if anyone asks, my character was made as a tribute to the game's creator.
There we go. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get her to guest.
Maybe. But yeah, so we love you, Avery. Thank you for making this incredible game. But yeah, so the Raven skin, kind of written with this, the Edgar Allan Poe Raven poem in mind. And so it has a lot to do with nightmares and guilt and a lot of the themes that we actually see through the poem. And I'm really excited to kind of see some of that come to life with this character.
Hell yes. What you got going on over there, Marcus?
I will be playing Kanan Talbot. Kanan uses he, they pronouns, and Kanan is a werewolf. This is my first time playing Monster Hearts, so you are not going to get as in-depth a description as we just got. Because I don't really know shit. This is my first time.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll figure things out as we go.
But Kanan is the reluctant werewolf. I don't like to lean into my feral nature. I'm a shy dude. I like doing homework. I don't know how much to go into. That's Kanan.
Yeah. All right, Freddie.
All right, I'll be playing Freddie. Wait, no. Gosh. No. I'll be playing Jason Chen, the Reaper. Jason is really just like a normal dude. Like he's if he was in an anime, he would be a background character. The only difference is that he happens to have kind of a more interesting than normal day job, which you might have guessed is as a Reaper.
He's got an involved part-time gig, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, man, you really got to get into that job when you're in it. But, family business... It happens. And that's all I'll say about that for now, too.
All right.
Zach, if we don't meet an NPC named Freddie Powers, I'm going to riot.
Okay, well, put it in the notes.
Darkest Self, Session 1.
Oh, hey. Oh, shit.
Don't give him ideas.
All right, Mariah, sorry.
No, you're fine. I am playing Isla Hart, the Siren. She has she, her pronouns. She's a mermaid sent to land, and she's on a mission. So that's all I'll say about that.
Is it impossible?
Anything's possible if you just believe.
I'm so glad multiple people went into that after.
It was very good.
We had Mission Impossible going, and then also Cinderella Story.
Yeah.
I heard Mission Impossible, and then the Mission Impossible song, but starting at a different part in the song.
We got it together over here, that's for sure.
So talented.
We're so in sync, you guys.
God, I'm trying to think of what else we could talk about to postpone me starting this. I'm so scared.
No, you start this game.
All right. Wait. are we ready to dive in?
To the bay. We're ready to dive into the bay.
Yes, down by the bay. We fade in on the misty town of Harborvale, Maine. As we sweep in from the roaring shoreline of the Atlantic, we watch as the residents mill from place to place. Our view shuffles through the quiet streets. For just a moment, our view snags on an electric pole bedecked in posters. Posters depicting the images of 3 individuals who have vanished over the last 6 months. We continue through the streets and are greeted by the sound of a bell ringing, the final bell of the school day. Friday night awaits the youths of Harborvale. More specifically, a grandiose party awaits the students of Malcolm Senior High School. So, you're all scattered about the city at this moment. We had a little bit of a little kind of, I would call them session 0.5s that will be available to our Patreon subscribers. So if you want to head on over to patreon.com/ghostlightmedia and subscribe, you can get a part of be a part of our cool Discord channel, and you can listen to our Patreon-only episodes of things. But why don't we just follow that circle? We'll stop in over with Avery. You are in your room at home, your grandmother downstairs after having a bit of an awkward conversation.
Oh,
and you are getting prepared for the evening ahead.
I am, yes.
Awesome. So you just gotten dressed. I forgot everything you had described, but it's pretty elaborate.
It was very elaborate. It was so elaborate, in fact, that I only remember part of it.
You had like a bustier on, and that was
I
about
did,
all I
yeah.
remember.
Yeah, she's definitely going with like that kind of Emma Stone from Easy A kind of look when she comes with the red A on her corset kind of thing. So she has that kind of look, but like tops it off with like a little bit of pop of color. She has that kind of bright green hair, so she likes that color in her wardrobe. So it's not all black, but it's she's definitely going for that kind of rocker chick kind of vibe.
Hell yeah. So you have finished you're getting dressed, doing makeup, whatever it is that you're doing to prepare. And what are you doing until then? You've got about, let's say, like 2 hours until like the party. Like, you don't want to be there too early, or that's weird. So the party starts about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it's about 7:30 at this point. So what is Avery up to?
I think Avery is avoiding her grandmother at all costs. Not trying to have a repeat of any awkward conversations. Not that she doesn't like her grandma, but they do butt heads a lot. So I think maybe, I think she might just like listen to some music in her room and just kind of get into the mindset for tonight. She is planning on going to this party with a bit of a she has a bit of a plan. She has some ideas of things she wants to do here, so she's just trying to get into the right mindset for this
awesome.
party.
Yeah, you throw in the headphones, throw on the pump up playlist. Avery seems very pop punk sort of music to me.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you turn on some fucking All Time Low or whatever and get jamming.
Correct.
Fantastic. Let's scoot on over to Kanan. So you spent some time sort of trying a bunch of outfits before you just kind of settled on what you were wearing to school earlier.
I'm real nervous about this party. Kanan is not a partier. Not really a social butterfly. However, his parents really want him to bust out of his shell and like make friends and be more of a social butterfly, kind of like his older sister, and he's not really about it. Like, on a Friday night, he would prefer to just stay home, get his homework done for the weekend, and listen to the radio and hang out. Maybe journal a bit.
God, I love them so much. Fantastic. So you're just kind of hanging out, you're just sort of doing a little bit of writing before it's time to go, or?
Yeah, this is very much a Dear Diary. Mom wants me to go to this party, but dang it, I don't wanna. But I want to make her happy, and I know she's just doing her best to love me, so I'm gonna try and make her proud.
What a sweetheart. Fantastic. So you spent some time doing some journaling. So Jason, you
Yes.
just received a small stone, which you know as the way that the higher-ups of your business communicate jobs to be done that you have decided to pocket and save it because tonight's your night.
That can wait.
And you had mentioned that you have some people to go meet, maybe?
Right, I was just gonna meet up with a couple friends before heading over to the party.
Awesome. Who are you?
Just to have a little crew.
Who are you going to meet up with?
Well, I think if they'll allow me, I'll meet up with Marcus before. Or, jeez, that's the wrong name. Ah, gosh. I'll meet up with Kanan beforehand.
Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, no. Yeah. So do you just go to Kanan's house? Or?
Well, how much time are we looking at here?
Yeah, I was saying to Avery, you got probably about 2 hours at this point. You know, the party will people will start showing up between like 9:30 and 10 o'clock. It's about 7:30. So.
Okay, I'm gonna kill a little bit of time before I get going. I very much got ready very fast. It was pretty much a change of shirt and a reapplication of deodorant.
Nice.
And now I'm just kind of plop down on my bed for a while. Probably just playing whatever time appropriate handheld video game exists in this era.
It's 2009. So
2009?
What the 3DS might be
think
out?
That's the DS, maybe 3DS.
You just jamming out on some
one.
Fire Emblem before you go.
Yeah, exactly. He's just playing a game, hanging out, listening to some music while doing this, and is just as casual as can be about this party. No, very sorry, Kanan. I'm probably going to be 10 minutes late.
Very good.
I prefer that because I don't want to go.
All match made in heaven.
And Isla, so you have you in our little one-on-one popped up into Clawson's Crab Shack and gone to your makeshift bedroom in the back office, dried off after having to swim up through the hole in the floor, and so gotten dressed, thrown on the jacket that you stole from Mark at the radio station. And what is Isla up to?
So she's a collector of sorts. So I think that she's taking her merry time on this way to the party. And she has taken her boss's jacket. And the pockets are deep. So she is filling them up on her way.
What kind of stuff is Isla picking up?
All sorts of things. She's really into feathers. Because,
Cool.
Sea, sky.
Lot of seagulls. A lot of seagulls in this area. There's fucking gull feathers everywhere.
And she loves them.
Awesome.
Shiny rocks.
Nice.
I mean, she's a mermaid, so maybe we find a fork or two.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting on it.
That dingo hopper.
So.
Fantastic. So you're just taking your jolly good time walking around town. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Chewed bubble gum. Sure.
Yeah, just filling your pockets with shit. So yeah, time passes. At this point, it's about 9:15, and people are going to start showing up soon. So, Avery, do you go straight there? Do you make any stops?
I go straight there.
Fantastic. So, Avery is heading straight there. Isla, you have already been on your way there for a while now. It's a big town. You've got a long way to cover, and you find a lot of cool shit along the way.
Good.
So let's go with Jason showing up. Is Jason going and picking up Kanan, or?
Yeah, I mean, Jason doesn't really drive, so it's not so much as picking up Kanan as just meeting him to head over together.
So you ride your bike to Kanan's, and then you're riding with?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
Unless Kanan, do you have a bike, or if not, I will walk because I'm not going to walk while pushing my bike next to you.
I was hoping I could just awkwardly ride on the front handlebars.
Oh, that's even better.
No, that's very
great.
fucking good.
I definitely have installed pegs on the back wheel of this bike specifically for Kanan to ride.
You got shocks?
Hell yeah.
Lucky.
Hell yeah.
Got clickety clackers on my wheels.
So you ride over to Kanan's place. So I guess what does this look like? Are you just do you send him the text send them the text message? Hey, I'm here, or do you go and knock on the door?
I go up and just bang on the door a few times.
Awesome. Yeah, you bang on the door, and you are greeted by a pretty powerful woman. This is I would assume if you're friends with Kanan, you would know this is his mother Delphine, who answers the door. Oh, Jason, how are you? Are you taking them to the party?
I sure am, Miss Talbot. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Good, please. Just try to make sure that they have a good time.
I'm sure we'll get them to have some sort of fun.
Okay,
I promise you that.
Cool. They write in that journal all the time, and like look, it's very good to put your thoughts on paper. Like, I'm in full support of that, but like, you gotta get out and live every once in a while,
No, I get it. We'll make sure that they have something to write about tonight.
Cool. She turns to the side. You're still holding the door. Kaden! Mr. Chen's here.
You hear just like very quietly coming down the stairs, almost like if someone was trying to go get a glass of water at night and not wake anyone up. That's how I'm coming down the stairs. Like, hey, man.
Kanan, how's it going? Are you ready to go?
As ready as I'll ever be, I guess. Yeah, let's go. The sooner I go, the sooner I get home.
The party will end at the same time regardless, but I like the spirit.
Well, I would like to wrap this up by roughly 11 o'clock, but
we'll see.
Hey, it's Kanan. It's your mom speaks. You, Kanan. It's Friday night. Like, you don't have a curfew. It's fine.
I know I don't have a curfew, but I'd still like to get 8 hours of sleep.
You sleep in on Saturday morning.
It's
That's
Saturday.
what I do.
Just sleep in. It's fine.
If I sleep in, how am I going to get any of my chores done for the day?
You're excused from chores tomorrow.
I am absolutely not excused from chores. I'm going to do my chores.
Yes, you are.
I'll make you a deal.
Kanan Talbot, you're excused from chores tomorrow. And she like goes over, like picks a shoe and like hits it like, as a gavel, like on the banister of the stairs. I've spoken. No chores for you tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. All right, you ready to go, Jason?
I'm like looping into the house and I'm like pushing Kanan out the door. I'm like, come on, this is your chore for tonight.
I'm coming.
Delphine is like widening the door, like,
I'll make sure I unleash the beast tonight, Mom.
Yes, unleash the beast. There you go. Okay. Awesome.
All right. Love you, Mom.
I love you so much, honey. I hope you have a blast, okay?
I'll love you too, Miss Talbot.
I love you so much, Jason. Have a great one, okay?
Slap him on his shoulder like, man, let's go. And then I'm like, spin around and I'm shoving him out the door now.
Amazing.
I'm already obsessed.
Oh, it's so good. I want to see this buddy comedy just all the way through. Please and thank you. Awesome. So you head off towards the party. Let's say Isla, you definitely headed out the earliest. So let's say that you probably arrive first as well. So as you sort of walk into the little housing development, the Cipriano home stands stoically on the corner of this housing development. Not quite a mansion, but it's clear that Salvatore's business has done quite well. The sound of music is faintly audible from the sidewalk outside, and multicolored lights can be seen wending past the windows of the home. How you doing there, Isla?
Well, she is at the Ciprianos, so she's having some reservations. But she knows what needs to be done. So she puts on her radio face. What?
What does that look like?
You know what it looks like. And she confidently walks to the front door.
Awesome. So you go and you walk through the front door. At this point, it's a party. You can hear a bunch of people inside. Like the assumption of knocking is just sort of out the door at this point. And so you let yourself in. As you go in, the cool autumn air quickly gives to that sort of, like that hot sort of muggy feeling that like when a lot of people are in a room at the same time. So you are quickly sort of hit by that wall of heat as you enter the house. There's a lot of like those like light, like the orbs you'll get at like Spencer's Gifts that have the different colors and they spin and stuff. There's a lot of those. There's there's just kind of light dancing all over the place. Music's playing, and there's a lot of folks from your school here already.
She immediately goes to whether it's a boombox or an actual DJ table and sees who's responsible for this music choice.
It's like a Spotify. I don't know if Spotify was around in 2009. It's like an
Pandora.
iTunes, there you go. It's like a Pandora like party mix. That's just sort of like on like a MacBook that's plugged into like an auxiliary into the speakers of the house, and that's about all that's going on music wise.
I think that Isla has the radio station's full library downloaded onto her phone, unbeknownst to Mark. So quickly waits for the song to finish and then changes it to her phone.
Awesome. So you plug your phone in?
Yes.
Awesome. And you hit play. The music changes. So that so this is a fun time, I think, to talk a little bit about Isla and what's going on with her. So Isla, you are a mermaid.
Yes.
Who's here in town.
Yes.
And you work at the little radio station.
I sure do.
Awesome. Will you tell us a little more about that?
Of course. You can listen to me afternoons and sometimes evenings on 95.3 The Deep with Isla Hart. So your local radio station playing the best of the 09s. Your Black Eyed Peas. Your Lady Gagas. Your others.
We did look it up during her one-on-one. The top 5 songs of 2009 were 2 of them were Black Eyed Peas and 2 of them were Lady Gaga. So.
And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. So you switched the music up. Some people noticed that you had unplugged the music and plugged something else in and kind of give you a yeah.
That's right. It's my job.
Like a finger point and a nod. That Freddie Falcon sort of. You know what I'm talking about. And
that's a very specific.
For all you BG peeps out there, yeah.
Yeah, all you BG folks listening. And yeah, the music starts fucking jumping in here. Some dancing's happening, some drinking's happening. It's all over the place. At this point, let's say Avery, you arrive. Just like with Isla, you hear that music from pretty much out on the sidewalk. And as you make your way in, you are hit by the same of warm air as you step in. What is Avery's first top priority, I suppose?
I look for someone in distress.
Awesome. So you take some time, you walk around. The first person you see that you would, I guess, classify as in distress, you see Alexandria Milligan. Top of your class, bit of a shy kid. Who is just kind of sitting by herself with a cup in her hands, and looks like she's trying to start up a conversation with some people who quickly shift so that she's not in the circle anymore, or just outright ignore her and she sort of slinks back, and she's just kind of doing her thing.
I am gonna walk directly up to her.
Awesome. So you go walking towards Alexandria, and I would say that the camera sort of hits slow-mo as we get a little more info on Avery. So give us the lowdown. So you get to a party, the first thing you're trying to do is see who's not having a good time. So, give us a little background.
Yeah, so these abilities that the Raven has have a lot to do, like I mentioned, with grief and anxieties and fears, and not only bringing them up in people, being able to kind of figure out what those are, but making them confront them. That's a big thing here, and that's an ability that Avery has, and it is not the first person in this family to have this ability. This is a curse, according to Grandma, at least, that is passed on to the first daughter every other generation. So it skipped my mother, but my grandmother has it as well. She thinks it's a curse. Avery thinks that it's a blessing. And she's kind of trying to prove that. That, yeah, even though I confront people with some pretty awful things, they need it.
Fantastic. So you continue to walk through the crowd of people. You arrive before Alexandria.
Milligan.
Oh, hi, Avery. How are you?
Doing much better than you, apparently. What's wrong?
No, this is just kind of not really my thing. I just kind of figured I'd come and give it a try, but it's not really working out very well, so.
And why do you think that is?
Anyone I talk to actively ignores me, so, yeah.
Did you actually try?
I mean, and she sort of points across the room towards Logan Harmon, who you know from your homeroom as well. Blue hair, heavy sort of violet eyeshadow, big sort of cat's eye makeup on, who is just in a group of other classmates, just sort of chatting. I tried to talk to her a little bit about what's been going on, like, class-wise, but...
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Milligan, it's a party. Friday night. School ended hours ago. You don't talk about school after school ends.
Yeah, no, it's just, I don't really have a lot, in common with most of the people in our class, aside from, class, so...
I'm going to get real with you here. I think that you aren't actually trying. I think that you're not letting loose enough. And you know what? I think there's a reason for that. And you can tell me, Alexandria. I'm here to listen. And I'm going to use my move, Quoth.
Okay.
When I'm alone with someone, I'm going to roll dark to compel them to tell me a fear, grief, or anxiety.
First roll of the game.
First roll of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so a bit of mechanic description. So all of the skins that everyone is playing have some specific moves that are specific to their skin. So moves being like skills that come inherently with them. And so some of them require rolls on one of the 4 stats that our characters have. Now this is a Powered by the Apocalypse system, which is just used 2d6. So we have hot, cold, we have volatile, and dark. And so different moves will correspond with different one of those different skills. People will roll 2d6, and depending on what they roll, is a failure, a partial success, or a success. Pretty simple. And different different skins have different modifiers to those skills, and it gets not much that we need to dive into at the moment. But, so you are rolling a dark roll. Yes?
I'm rolling dark, and Avery's a dark bitch, so I got 2 dark.
All right, so you have +2 to your dark, so Avery's going to roll 2d6 plus and add to that.
And I'm rolling on roll 20 because I hate myself.
Okay.
Also,
right,
first fail of the game.
First fail of the game. Now, this game is big on the concept of failing forward. So whenever time you fail in this a roll in this game, you mark an experience, and every 5 experience you take, you get an advancement. So it's like leveling up. So Avery, mark the first experience of the game. Is there a fail condition to that move, or?
Yes. On a
okay.
failure, they do not tell you. And they know you tried to push them.
She looks at you. I didn't explain what Alexandria looks like. So you look at Alexandria. She's got sort of long, light brown hair that she's got bangs in the front, big, round glasses. Usually dresses pretty conservatively. Like a pretty high collar. The long sleeves. Usually like a dress or like some sort of long skirt. And she looks at you and she goes, "Why is it that I need to let loose? Like, why can't people just meet me halfway here? I don't know why I have to surrender everything that I care about to fit in with everyone. And to insinuate that's a little rude, so..."
You're right. You make a good point. I'm sorry. I meant what I said, though. If you want to talk about it, I'm here to listen.
Okay. I'll think about it, okay?
I know you said you don't have a whole lot to talk about that isn't school, but it could help. And then I'll walk away.
Okay. And she kind of goes back to her drink, which you probably think is like some sort of like soda because she's not drinking. Awesome. At this point, let's say that Jason and Kanan, you arrive. Jason, do you just as haphazardly deal with your bike as you did in our one-on-one?
Yes.
Awesome.
100%.
So you just sort of push it into the side yard.
I just somewhere that's not openly in the front yard.
Yeah.
I just put it the first place I can.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, it's easy. Like right beside the house, there's like some bushes and stuff. You just kind of slide your bike in between the two of them, and you begin walking in. So, Kanan, the voice of your mother is ringing in your head. Her crazy expectation that you need to go out and unleash the beast. And so with that, let's do another little slow-mo of Kanan walking as I ask a little more about Kanan and what's going on with you.
Okay.
So you come from a family of werewolves.
Yeah. Both.
How's growing up in that looking?
It's awkward. My mom's a werewolf. My dad's a werewolf. My older sister Madison is a werewolf. She's away at college right now, though. I'm a werewolf, and they all like it, it's not really me.
Fantastic. So you think about as you're going, and you're like, unleash the beast, but I don't like the beast very much. And we look pan towards Jason. The same thing. Let's say that Kanan's mother's words are ringing in your head as well. The phrase "unleash the beast," and you are going to do that as much as you can. The Everyman Reaper strides towards the party of let's say the month. And let's hear a little more about what Jason's life looks like.
Yeah, so Jason is a very average student, a very average guy. He's been carrying on the family business of being a Reaper, which basically means that when word comes down that there's someone who has reached the end of the line for one reason or another, it's my job to go and cut that thread. Luckily, Jason has been lucky in that he hasn't yet had a name show up on his docket that's been someone he's known personally. He's never had to make that choice. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, he's just very focused on getting by and having a good time doing it.
Fantastic. So you two enter the hot, muggy foyer of the Cipriano home. What is the first thing that you two are looking to accomplish here?
I'm immediately uncomfortable. Don't like this heat. Ugh.
The moment I get in, I put both fists in the air and I yell to the whole party, "The beast has arrived!"
And I immediately slink away. I do not want to be associated with that at all.
Yeah, most of the room is quiet. You do see as Cooper Toth has a blue jacket on. Usually has just a pretty stone cold expression. Not stone cold, but just weirdly calm. Short brown hair. You just hear him go, "Woo!"
That's what I'm talking about, Cooper. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Isla hears that the beast is unleashed and immediately changes the song to She-Wolf by Shakira.
Oh, hell yes. The music shifts
2009
to announce the arrival of the beast. And where do you two head right first?
Kanan is going to go over and I'm going to force myself to get a drink.
Cool.
But I'm only filling my cup halfway.
You walk into the kitchen, the island in the center of the kitchen's got, a whole array of, there's some liquor bottles, there's a bucket with some beers in it, but then there's also, some soda and stuff you probably use to mix things with, mainly, but it's soda, you can drink it. And you see the host of the party, Xavier Cipriano, sitting there sort of making himself a drink, accompanied by Austin Barker. So Xavier, kind of tanned skin, has an eyebrow piercing. He's it was dark brown hair. The top is still dark brown, but sort of the underside has been kind of bleached, like a dark blonde. He's very pretty in a way that makes some people sneer and he's too pretty, I hate this guy, and then some people are falling over him. But he's sitting there. He goes, "Kanan Talbot."
Yeah. Hey man.
I did not expect you to be here. How's it going?
It's going good. I just partying it up.
Austin, light brown skin, curly light brown hair on top of his head. Usually has a toothpick in his mouth. Is sitting there. He goes, "You want a drink?"
Yeah, I'll make a drink.
I've just been kind of sitting here like unofficial mixologist, so.
Sure, Austin. You can make me a drink. Just a little bit though.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I have to work in the morning. Totally lying.
Are you good with lying? Do you lie a lot?
No.
All right, I'm gonna ask you to make a keep your cool roll.
Keep your cool.
Okay. How exactly do I do that? Sorry, new people.
So, no worries. This is the learning. So, like I said, you're going to roll 2d6, and you're going to add whatever your cold stat is, or subtract if it's a negative.
Okay. That's not going to be great.
And then depending on where that lands, is a failure, partial success, or a success.
I got a 6.
Yeah, that is a failure.
Dang.
Oh man,
Cool.
awesome. So you fail. Mark an experience
already.
This game's gonna be over quick.
Awesome. So Austin looks at you, and goes, yeah, sure, and just kind of like I had poured like half of like a shot glass worth of something into your drink, pours the rest of it in.
I see him do this, but I don't say a word, and I'm just like, thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy. He gives it to you. It's nice. It's fruity. Let's say it's like a tequila sunrise. You know, it's something tasty. He can predict that you probably don't drink, and so didn't want you to be miserable. And so it gives you like a nice. It's orange. It's red. It's kind of pretty looking. Yeah. Take a sip. Tell me what you think.
I take a sip, and like I'm expecting to cringe. But like the fruitiness of it, I'm like,
That's pretty good.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I like kind of like look at him appreciative. I'm like, hey, actually, thanks. This is really good.
Look, getting drunk's not fun unless you enjoy it. You know what I mean?
I've been there, buddy.
Like we got to be having a fun time, because if we're miserable and drunk, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually agree with you. Yeah,
he reaches over, like pats you on the shoulder, like, hey, good luck out there.
Thanks, you too. Good luck in there.
Yeah, he sort of takes a toothpick out of his mouth and takes a swig of whatever's in his cup. Jason, where do you head?
I like bounce into the dance floor to start off with, and like after like doing a quick like dance lap, I also make my way to get a drink.
Awesome. So yeah, as you're dancing around, you do see Cooper, who's still there and is just kind of like stoically fist bumping, like straight face, but it's just like just very slowly pumping the fist with the beat. It's very awkward, but that's kind of what he does.
I stop in front of him, and I'm just gonna like aggressively, in like a fun way, like fist pump back at him, trying to hype him up.
His eyebrows sort of sink a bit as he sees you, like almost like it's like a friendly challenge to see who can fist bump harder, and kind of like turns it up a bit, and just like really starts cranking that fist bump, and sees if you grow, and if so, then it gets this real weird double intense fist bump battle. And then as you sort of wrap up, you see an Isla who's sitting there, a phone in hand, doing some DJing, putting the playlist together. And you make your way, I would assume you said, to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we'll pop back to that. So Isla, you've been in DJ mode for a bit. What is Isla's next step?
I think she's gonna go explore. She's done her part. It's time to disappear.
So you go for a walk. As you kind of cut through the dining room, and then you sort of bounce slightly into the kitchen. You see a back patio door, like the big sliding one. Outside, there's a nice little fire pit. You could see that there's a couple people outside that are like putting some paper and stuff in the bottom of like the fire pit, and like they're gonna start a fire at some point this evening. You walk through the kitchen. You kind of side eye see Xavier and Austin are sitting at the counter making some drinks and just sort of chit-chatting back and forward. So where exactly are you trying to head? Are you like trying to like see like the bowels of the house?
Yeah, she's going upstairs.
Oh, so you venture upstairs. You walk your way up, and you see at the top of the stairs, you see Gael Gunn and Mia Moore, who are at the top of the stairs, sort of leaning against the railing, just kind of making out. Just like it's way too intense for how early this evening is, but it's happening.
Isla walks up to both of them and she says, guys, I'm thinking about starting a new romance advice portion on my show. Do you have anything to comment?
Is this meant to... This sounds like it might be a shut-down roll?
Sure, yeah, let's roll.
Hell yes. Okay. We got all the rolls.
Down.
Shut them down.
Wow, it is a night of failures.
Did you
I failed as well. That is a 4.
Welcome to the party.
Shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's
This does
so
not bode
experienced
well.
now.
If we can't even do a
man.
party, like
This is awesome. What a fucking way to start a game.
I
out.
expected Kanan not to be able to party. The rest of you guys are surprising me.
You see as Gael sort of pulls their hair head back and sort of dips. You see Gael, pretty tan skin, almost light brown, with just a mess of sort of eye length brown hair on top of his head, and heart shaped sunglasses that he sort of pulls down a little bit and sort of looks at you through. And to be like, no one likes jealousy, nosy Nelly. Now, why don't you get out of here? And you get the, in return for failing, you are going to take the, what's the word I'm looking for? My goodness. I don't have my things open.
Condition.
Yes, you're going to take the condition, nosy Nelly.
Of course. From Gael Gunn.
Conditions, from Gael Gunn. So conditions for the folks at home, think of them as like, the labels that people put on each other, especially in high school. They sort of hold a lot of social weight, and so when you are labeled something, oftentimes it's hard to shake that. And so the process of sort of resolving that can be an interesting side of this game. So yes, so you have the condition nosy Nelly. And they go back to whatever they were doing beforehand.
I mean, he had literal hard eyes, so what was I supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. So you continue through the upstairs hall. There's quite a few rooms up here. It does seem to carry up into like another set of stairs, like it would be going to like almost like a finished attic area as well. There's like 4 bedrooms on this floor, and then the sort of like attic space as well. Is there anywhere in particular you're heading, or are you just kind of poking through shit?
I'm poking.
Awesome. Yeah, you're open a few doors. You find one that's obviously like Xavier, one that's like a child's bedroom, and then you find one that you would assume would be the master of the house bedroom, and that's what you're at least seeing on this floor.
All right, she's slipping into the master.
So you're slipping into Salvatore Cipriano's room, and we'll come back to that.
That was a great sentence.
Ew.
Awesome. So Avery, you just walked away from Alexandria.
Yeah,
Where
and Avery's having a hard time with that. Exactly what her grandma said would happen if she used her abilities just happened. And so she's feeling a little dejected, just a little. But I think it's making her even more determined to find someone that she can actually help. So I think she takes a second to herself, just kind of like refocus, maybe do internal pep talk. But then she's on the prowl again, looking for drama, people who are upset or crying, people who just... I think she's trying to stay away from the people that look like they don't want to be there, though, because that didn't work this time. I need a new problem. So
awesome. So you're walking. You do see Kanan, who's looking kind of awkward, but is drinking.
Avery puts that like on the list of like, okay, well, if my next one works out, I can come back, kind of thing.
Awesome. Cool. And you can see sort of up the second story. You also catch the sight of Gael and Mia in the throes of probably trying to lick each other's tonsils.
They had a pretty messy breakup, right?
Yes. So Mia was dating. It was oh goodness, Tucker Rowan, who I believe is the captain of the boys volleyball team. They were dating, but now Mia and Tucker broke up, and she is now with Gael.
Okay.
Which has been a big source of drama.
I'm looking for Tucker.
You're looking for Tucker. So as you're walking about, you hit the kitchen and you look out the back, the glass sliding door, and you see Tucker. Dark brown skin. The sides and back of his head are shaved, but then he's got sort of braids on the top of his head that are long and sort of fall down the back of his head. Mm-hmm. And he is out there talking to Lennox Clement, or LC, as most people know them, and they are sort of getting the fire pit prepped and ready to light.
I'm going to grab a cup of anything that isn't alcoholic. So like a pop or like a ginger ale or something like that.
Yeah, you go over. You talk to Austin real quick, who's still kind of sitting there being the mixologist of the night, and he just gets you a red solo cup full of ginger ale, and sends you on your way. And
I'm gonna take that cup out towards Tucker.
Awesome. So yeah, you venture out into the patio. There's a few steps that sort of walk down from the glass door onto a sort of a big cement patio. It's funny shaped, like it's kind of got some curves and it ebbs and flows, culminating like the big sort of concrete like ring of like almost like a bench that has cushions on it, and then the big sort of cement cinder block fire pit that is in the center there.
Okay.
And you walk your way out there.
I walk up and I kind of hold the cup out in front of Tucker.
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to check on you. I saw Mia inside. Figured.
Right, it's fucking bullshit.
I figured you could use a friend.
Yeah. No, it's been weird, to say the least, I think.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. That's why I'm messing around with fire, I guess.
Here.
You hear Elsie sort of chortle to themselves.
I hand the cup all the way to Tucker then.
Yeah, he sort of like, looks at it, gives it the twist. Is this just ginger ale?
Yeah, I'm not going to try and encourage you to drink when you're sad. That's not a reason to get drunk, No,
I mean, I tend to take it easy, but I mean, like, drinking's fun still.
Well, of course it is. I know that it can't be easy to see her with Gael, so.
Yeah, no, that fucking sucks. Also partially a reason why I'm out here. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. Like, part of me wants to punch the kid's fucking face in, but like, that's not how that should go, right? And he sort of looks over at Elsie, who has the rumor being that they were kicked out of their old school, who sort of sneers back at him.
I guess I just wanted to make sure you were doing all right.
Yeah, no, appreciate it. You wanna help with the In Fuego?
Yeah, sure, I'll help. So cool. I mean, if you don't mind me prying, what's the story there anyway?
That's the worst fucking part. Like, I don't even fucking know the whole story. Like, things were fine, I guess, and then like she was just like, "Oh, you've changed," and
have you?
Then, I don't think so. Like, I feel pretty much still like me, but just like apparently it's either I changed or she changed and didn't want to recognize it. Or I changed and I don't want to recognize it. I don't know. It's fucking...
That sucks.
It's complicated.
Has that what's got you out here hiding? I mean, is that all that's really to it?
I mean, it got messy after that. Like, I mean, there was many yellings and arguments and fights, and then she was kissing the pretty kid with the heart-shaped sunglasses, and that was kind of it,
I'm gonna, with that kind of last push there, I'm gonna try and use Quoth again.
Okay.
And this time I'm rolling real dice because Roll20 is mean. And I know that Roll20 is mean. That is a known fact. But I was really
tis known, Khaleesi.
I thought it would be a little nicer. I was wrong. That's much better.
Okay.
That is a 10. Yeah, 8 plus 2 for dark.
Hell yes. All right, so full success. So yeah, read that off to me.
So, the move, when you're alone with someone, roll dark, compel them to tell you a fear, grief, or anxiety. On a 10 up, they tell you truthfully a deep-seated fear, anxiety, or grief.
Now, here's my question. Mm-hmm. So, you're not technically alone with him because LC is also out here. Now, is there some sort of outward thing that happens, or is it just a like some outward sort of what's the word I'm looking for?
Aura?
A visual cue that happens.
Oh,
when
you mean
do
like
this,
like some witchy voodoo stuff?
Yeah,
No.
like what Elsie sees? Anything spooky happen?
No,
Yeah. I'm not gonna split hairs and be like, oh, you're not alone, so you can't do this. But
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Cool.
I guess I just forgot Elsie was there.
yeah, they haven't talked much. So
No, there's no physical change when this happens. It's more of like a type of like compulsion of sorts, and so it's really just kind of like that connection is the only thing that anybody might notice. It is that kind of like eye contact of sorts, like they're kind of intently looking at each other, and I would assume like if anybody was actually paying attention, they would see that two people were looking at each other intently.
Gotcha. So it was what, a fear, anxiety, or grief. A fear, anxiety, or grief. So he sort of sits there and like his mind is kind of rolling a bit, and he says, I mean, it's just she called me trash at the end of it all, and it's hard to shake the feeling that she's right after everything.
Well,
and he sort of lets out a big breath, that was almost pulled from him, whether or not he feels that was just from his own psyche being like, yeah, you should probably talk about your feelings, bro, or not. And he just kind of sits there, kind of looking a little defeated.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you how to feel, but I can tell you that it's important to decide that for yourself, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Now let's make a fire.
Cool. So you and Tucker and Elsie sit there, and you prepare the fire. You get it lit, and it gets going pretty good. Nice little fire on a nice cool October evening.
En fuego.
This is not a one-off occurrence for Avery either. Like, she has been the person that goes to these parties and like just gets people to like open up and cry in a corner, like just like really get in touch with their feelings.
She's really fun at parties,
and this just happens a lot. She kind of has like a bit of a station in the school where like a lot of people have come to her for advice, and that's what she loves. She loves doing that.
Yeah, you're the bathroom psychologist.
That is exactly. Yes.
Awesome. So, Kanan, you got your nice tequila sunrise. You're meandering around the party. Is there anything in particular you're hanging out doing, or?
Kanan doesn't drink ever. Mm-hmm. So, after this one tequila sunrise, I imagine Austin made it a little bit stronger too.
Well, yeah, like I said, like he had poured like half a shot in for you, but then he figured out you were flat out lying to him, and he put the rest of it in. So like you've got like a full shot of tequila in there, and Xavier's not a poor guy, so it's like the good shit.
Yeah. So I imagine like immediately Kanan is already somewhat feeling it, but like at that like. Not buzzed, but like that uncomfortable stage right before.
Yeah, you're in that weird spot where like the heat is sort of climbing up the back of your neck,
yeah.
And so like you're kind of feeling it in the back of your head, but like you're not like the world's not like in the shaky bit yet, but like you definitely feel like, oh yeah, I've been drinking alcohol and I can notice it now.
So yeah, I'm gonna like look for whoever's not in the throes of a party, but is just kind of there, and I feel like I would like see Alexandria Milligan and just kind of walk over to her, and like my icebreaker is I'm going to start talking about the homework we were assigned.
Fantastic. You walk over to Alexandria Milligan, who's sitting by herself, and like after the conversation she had with Avery is kind of like, like I wouldn't say beating herself up, but it's just kind of like sitting there being a little dejected. And you walk up and start talking about the fucking homework assignments, and her eyes just light up. Yeah, no, I figured that, well, it's like, reading through the chapter, it felt a little rudimentary to me, honestly, but, it's what I mean. It's good because that means that once I got done with that, I could. I won the spelling bee last year, and so I've got to kind of defend my title this year. It's the last one I get to do, so.
Yeah, I was actually at the spelling bee. I saw that. That was really good. I wanted to do it too, but I was a little too nervous.
You should have. It was really fun.
I don't like getting in front of people, and
that's fair. See, I don't usually, but there's something about spelling. It just lets it all go away. You know.
You're good at it. I mean, you're in your element.
Yeah.
ELEMENT.
That was really good.
Thanks. It's an easy word. You don't have to. Come on. And I take another nervous sip of my drink.
She kind of does the same, to the side over here. Do you just sit there and talk with Alexandria about fucking school shit for a while?
Yes. And then I kind of start
amazing.
going into college a little bit, but Kanan does not know where they want to go. So it's kind of a touchy subject, but kind of feeling out where everyone else is going.
She's like, my parents really want me to go to Brown, and I think Princeton's very much more where I want to be, but Brown, I guess.
I understand that. I've thrown some things out there to my parents, and they keep telling me, Kanan Talbot, that's not a party school. You can't go there. And it's just, you know how it is.
Your parents' prize partying?
That's kind of why I'm here tonight. I didn't really want to come out, but they want me to be more social and get out there. And that's why I joined the volleyball team. And it's something.
Yeah, no, and you get exercise and stuff. That's good.
Yeah, it keeps my legs good.
Yeah, I also felt like I was, since it's senior, it's junior year, and then, next year, I've really got to knuckle down on things. So I figured, junior year could be, the year that, I try things, and then I can knuckle down again next year. And so I figured I should, I can't, you can't go to college and be like, yeah, I didn't go to a single party in high school, because that's really lame, so.
Yeah, who would do that?
Yeah, no, you and I are kind of two of a kind here, aren't we? We're not supposed to be here at all.
Kanan's face is beet red the moment she says that. He's like, ha! Two of a kind! Like card games and pea pods. Yep.
Yeah, and she sort of leans to the side and takes a sip.
I take a huge swig of my drink as it fades out.
Kanan, we're gonna move over to Jason. So yeah, you land in the kitchen, and are you fetching a beverage as well?
Yeah, no. Jason, I probably smuggled in a 6-pack of Miller High Life.
Oh, nice! The champagne of beers.
The champagne of beers, exactly. And I am cracking into that.
Oh, so yeah, you put yours up. You see Xavier sort of down across the kitchen goes, brought your own. Respect.
Look, champagne of beers, and I don't want to impose already. You're throwing a great party. I don't want to.
Well,
I don't want to be.
It's just a lot of kids at this school don't have fakes, so.
No, I get it.
Yeah, no, I mean a lot of this, people chipped in some money, and I went and got stuff. So but no, it's cool. You could get your own though.
Yeah, you want one? It looks like you got something yourself, but if you want one later, no, not
fake.
a fake, a beer.
I was like, do you make fakes?
I wish I did, but no,
that would be
that's
really cool.
Not my job.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'll take one, sure. And he sort of walks over and grabs Miller from you. Sort of does the putting on the edge of the countertop and smacks the top of it with the hand to pop the cap off.
Hell yeah.
He looks at himself afterwards. He goes, "That was a twist top, wasn't it?"
It was, but it was still really cool.
That was very extra of me. And he downs half of it. Cool. Well, hey, thanks for coming, Jace.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. It's been a long week, and this is just what me and I'm sure everyone else really needed to have.
Yeah, October, right? We're kicking off October with one, and I'm trying to convince my dad to let me do a Halloween party. At the end of the month.
Do you have a costume? You've got a costume planned. That's why you want to do a party.
I've got it planned. I haven't picked it up yet, though.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have plans?
I come up with like 3 or 4 plans every year, and then just like one of them gets made, and I don't know which one it's going to be this year yet. But
do you have your top 3?
Yeah. Okay. So one, I kind of want to try to convince Kanan if he'll do Daft Punk with me.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah,
with the helmets.
Yeah, exactly.
And the jumpsuits,
I tried to. Last year I tried to make one that had like soda can, like the bottoms of soda cans for the ears, and I made it with like a baseball helmet.
Okay.
And I think I can do better this year.
Oh, all right.
And then the number 2 that I was gonna do was it was gonna be Ryu from Street Fighter.
Okay, that's a simple one. You just gotta really get like some hospital scrubs.
That's really my backup. Like if I don't come up with anything, I forgot what the third one is, but it was a really cool costume.
I believe it, man. And he sort of like reaches out his bottle as to like clink yours.
Yeah. Cheers.
Fuck yeah, man. And he takes another big swig from the beer bottle, and cool. Thank you again so much for listening to this very first episode of These Silent Secrets. If you liked what you heard, please consider leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts. Word of mouth is what gets a show like this really going, so any reviews you could leave us, any 5-star ratings you could give us, any friends you could tell us about too, all of which would help us immensely. Furthermore, you can check out the Ghostlight Media Patreon for our network at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. If you'd like to find us on Twitter, you can find us at Silent Secret Pod. You can also find all of us on Twitter. Nicole at Nicole Voice, Mariah at _Mariah Clawson, Freddie at Freddie_Pow, Marcus at Marcus RVO, as well as me at That Guy Zach Robb. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. Until then, may your secrets stay hidden and may your tequila sunrise be delicious. Bye.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.